watching my show, which is called as Business Lounge, and like always we have two very important guests in my studio today, Dr. Heather and Ms. Mehwish Kamran. We're going to start a very interesting discussion with them, but before that I would like to introduce them. Dr. Heather currently serving as Assistant Professor at Bahria University. He holds 5 years experience as Assistant General Administrator in Medical College and 3 years working experience in University of Malaya as Research Associate. He remained topper in BS and MS. He holds conferences in University of Malaya. Also held a session in international conference as Session Chair. Assalamu alaikum, sir. Welcome. Ms. Mehwish Kamran, currently serving as Public Relation Head at Bahria University since 6 years. She's looking after all media and promotional affairs of Bahria University. She did her bachelor's in psychology and English literature from FG Postgraduate College for Women, did her master's in behavioral sciences from Fatma Jinnah, master's of clinical psychology from Bahria, and now she's currently doing her PhD in clinical psychology from Bahria. She's also practicing her skills at Wellbeing Center in Bahria University. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome, Mehwish. We've invited my very important and prestige guest today from the background of HR and from a background of public relationship head. So I would like to start from you. Since you did your PhD from Malaysia, can you please share your experiences? How was it, being a student in Malaysia?
Actually, if you see Malaysia, it's the very interesting country in terms of for Pakistanis, why they like the Pakistanis. If you see Malaysia, they like the Pakistani as a whole. Why? Because they say that they are our Muslims brother.
Right.
And as a student, what inspired me to go Malaysia, that they actually have the world top class universities first. Secondly, you don't have the issue of halal and non-halal.
That's true. That's very important.
So when you go as a student, you will not face that much difficulties over there. You will see, okay, everything is so friendly. If you see the people, native people of Malaysia, they are so naive, they are so polite. Whenever you are trapped somewhere, they will be helping hand and they will be helping you in very different ways. Even in universities, when you go there, they will welcome you so warmly that you will feel that I'm at home.
Yeah, you don't feel not being at home.
Exactly. So they give a lot of importance to the PhD and master's student. Whenever we used to see in the outside in the malls, etc., a lot of the police guy, they would ask us, what do you do? Where is your passport? Whenever we used to say that I'm a student of like University of Malaya, they would say, okay, fine, no need to show your passport, please go.
This is how much respect that they give to the foreigners.
Yes, they give a lot of respect to the PhD scholars.
Right.
They say
particularly to the PhD scholars.
PhD and master's scholars.
Right.
So it's a wonderful experience over there.
It was a wonderful experience. Okay, so since you were a student there, I'm sure you must have noticed some quality of education being offered there. How would you compare, or do you think it's pretty different from what we are providing as a quality of education in Pakistan?
A bit of difference is there. Yeah, because the process is very much different. The quality is a bit of different because they have international scholars over there.
Right. Because
it's a big market, a lot of the professors, they used to switch to the University of Malaya just because it's very convenient for them. And the country itself is in a very stable way. That's why most of the professors used to come for conferences. You have a lot of competition over there, a lot of research you will find there, a lot of research funded projects are there, so you can find a lot of opportunities over there. Unfortunately, in Pakistan, you don't have that much funded projects. So our what you call it, the students, they do not have that much opportunities to get the funded projects. Like I myself did the PhD on a project. So it means once you go there, you apply for a project, you will get the project which will give you not only the stipend, which will pay your tuition fees as well.
Oh, wonderful. So you don't really have to go on a scholarship, they will give you a project themselves.
Exactly. And other opportunities, even you publish the paper, university is going to pay for the publication fee, and they are going to pay you a handsome amount for that. For which you can also, if you save that much, you can pay your tuition fees.
And do you think the living accommodation is pretty reasonable?
Very reasonable.
Okay.
Because when I went there, actually I went there as a self-finance student.
Right.
So I took a step that let's go and see there, because I heard from the variety of students and seniors, they told us that once you come, then you will see the environment, and when you see the environment, you will be accommodated as well.
Right.
So I took a step and I went there, and I saw really that there were a lot of projects available there. So what my supervisor asked me that, Dr. Shah, Mr. Shah, they used to call me Shah, the last name.
Right.
So they say, Mr. Shah, just write a proposal for that fund, and I'm hopeful that you will get it.
Right.
So initially I thought that it would be a small project, so why would I be wasting my time that much?
Right.
But my supervisor, she said, no, actually your whole PhD thesis will be done on that project.
Excellent.
So then I realized the value of real funded projects.
That's
and
true.
We got it so easily.
Right.
And there are plenty of other projects available. If students want to go there, see there are a lot of opportunities.
There's a lot of opportunities.
Yes.
So, but what was your motivation going to Malaysia? Why not UK, US, or for that matter, Canada, Australia?
Yeah.
Why Malaysia? What was your motivation behind it?
Yeah, wonderful question. Actually, one of my supervisor at ComSat, he was my co-supervisor. He guided me that, look, Heather, never go after the country name.
Okay.
Look at the standard of the university.
Right.
What is the ranking of the university?
Ranking of the university.
Yeah, University of Malaya holds the 114 ranking in the world.
Right, great.
And it's the Malaysia top university, #1 university, government #1 university.
Right.
So people feel proud of it, that yes, I'm a graduate. When you come out and you see in the world, last time I was in Dubai, so I told somebody in the conference that I did from the University of Malaya. Oh, University of Malaya, really? Just give me your visiting card and we might invite you.
So it has a heavy weightage.
Exactly. When you go to the Middle East, other places, when you just write the email that I did PhD from that institution.
Because the name reflects.
Exactly. The institution itself is so worthy enough, so wonderful, that it polished you. And you know how did I completed my PhD over there? By spending sleepless night in the lab.
Wow.
And my hostel was 5 minutes away from my lab, and I had a car as well.
Achha.
Yeah, so I did not take that much time to go and sleep and to do the things like that. No, I said, because after 3-4 hours I will come back again to the lab and start work. So why not to go to the restroom where we have the aircon and everything so easily? Just because the work itself, my supervisor told me in the very first meeting, I need quality.
You're right.
If you can produce the quality work, okay, fine enough. Otherwise, I don't need anything. I'm not going to I'm not
measure the length of your report, but the quality.
And I will not let your thesis in my cupboard. I will publish it so that people around the world can see your publish.
That's a great motivation for a student, knowing that they're going to be recognized now.
Exactly. That's why they say before every seminar you have to present. Why to present? Because first let the world recognize this, then we will recognize it.
Wow. And so then you did your PhD in HR, I believe, sir. Why HR? Were you always, because they say that a person who's an HR person is the one who's good with people. The person who's in finance guy, he's good with numbers.
Exactly.
So were you always good a people's person, sort of a?
Yes, actually I like the philosophies. I like to play with the minds, how people behave, why people behave, what caused them to behave in that way. I used to I used to concentrate on the things, how people behave in that way. What are the rationale behind that thing? How you are going to motivate, direct their behavior in a specific way so that they do not feel offended. So I like that kind of people psychology. So that was in the HR, so that's why I shifted in the HR.
Oh wow. Talk about psychology, we've got a great psychologist sitting here. I'm going to have a very extensive discussion with her. So I would like you to give us some, what tips or suggestions would you give to the students to apply for such a prestigious university, talking about University of Malaya? What are the easiest way to get through it?
Actually, they need to have a roadmap first.
Okay.
You need to have what kind of things they required. Like for example, IELTS is the basic thing initially. Another thing is the CGPA. They do not accept below 3.7.
Acha.
If you want to go and you want to secure the scholarship.
Sorry, I'm cutting you off. Normally, students say that since IELTS is pretty expensive for a student who is, we have students from different background, middle class, let's suppose. Yes. So, can it be happen that students get an admission and then they can apply for an IELTS later on, or no, they have to apply for an IELTS before?
Yeah, there are chances, but there are because if you do not do it in a proper time, then you will lose the admission.
Okay.
And they are now reluctant to it because a lot of applicants are there.
I see.
So if you want to secure it and you say that no, I have to secure it one way or the other, go for the IELTS first.
Okay.
Do it, and around 7.
Around 7 is the condition. Okay.
Yeah, if you intend to have a scholarship.
Right.
Yeah, because they will just consider you for scholarship when you have 3.7 CGPA out of 4 and the IELTS, and then if you want to have a for sure, then at least 2 or 3 research paper in JCR, ISI journals. Then you will be having scholarship fully funded, like 100%. No, you need not to worry about the hostel, you need not to worry about the tuition fee, you need not to worry about the stipend, and you will be having excellent life over there. I'm telling you, because they give a very handsome amount in that, as compared to US and the Western countries.
Yes. So then again, talk about research, and you being a faculty associate professor here, research is a very dry subject.
Yes.
Bacche bhagte hain. Exactly. I am biggest example of it. I tend to run away from research because it needs your time and patience.
True, very true.
How do you make this dry subject interactive in such a way that students should come towards research? Research environment हमारी organizations, universities में dim off हो रहा है. So how do you do it?
Actually, what I learned in University of Malaya when I went there, actually I did my MS from here. So when I went there, I was thinking that how I'm going to learn the research properly. It's the actually environment which makes you in that way.
True.
When I entered the lab, everybody was seeing me like that. Okay, fine, you are a new student, okay, fine. So I was working as normally. So I was intending to leave by 3 a.m. Right? 3 a.m. is quite late if we consider ourselves as a student. So everybody was watching like this. Oh, what is happening? Why is he's leaving so early? So I thought, did I commit anything wrong or committed the crime or something like that? Because everybody was watching me. At that time, I didn't know. So one of my friend told me it's too early to go to hostel. I say, really? Yeah, because you are a researcher. Initially, first semester or first year of your PhD, you have to spend in the lab. Only then you will learn it. So first of all, the environment. We are lacking the environment.
Yeah, we're lacking behind environment.
We're lacking the guidance.
Guidance, at most, yes.
If you give the proper guidance regarding the research, what is research? How it is conducted properly?
True.
What is the true essence of the research?
Right.
We just try to, sorry to say, but bookish definition we used to, we like the rote learning.
True.
Try to just understand what is research
rather than the definitions. True.
We don't have the proper application of the research. How we are going to conduct the proper research? How to investigate the problem first? In first place, my supervisor told me, go to library and see me after 3 months. See me after 3 months.
Right.
What was the purpose behind that? Actually, she wanted me to understand and find out the problem first.
Right.
So
because research always starts with the problem.
Exactly. Right. So it was all about digging out the problem
first.
So when you come up with the problem, then we will discuss.
Then you can always solve the
Yeah. So what was your question, that how to make that interesting?
Create that environment.
Yes. We need guidance. When you tell the people importance of the research and the proper application of research, how it is being conducted properly, then they will take interest. Otherwise, people are not going to take interest.
True.
When you just say, okay, this is research, this is type of research, and you just go and read it.
True.
This is not the way.
That's true.
The way is you tell them how to dig out properly, how to concretely come up with the research essence.
True.
What is research essence?
Right.
Yes.
So very interesting, I think, for the people who are who wants to pursue research, and even for the students who runs away from it.
Yes.
I think it's very interesting. But we'll come back after a short break, and then we'll continue it. Thank you. welcome back after a break. We were having a very interesting discussion with Dr. Heather before the break. Now I'll come back to Mehwish. Mehwish, to you, I'll talk about you as a person and you as a profession. So let's start from aapko hum aapke bachpan mein le jate hain. Let's talk about you when you were a child. Right. How were you? Were you a child who was introvert? शरारती बच्चा था, मासूम बच्चा था, किस तरह का बच्चा था?
First of all, thank you very much for inviting me in this show. मैं आपके बिजनेस लाउंज की बहुत सारी एपिसोड्स देखती रही तो मुझे काफ़ी अच्छा लगा. बट आज आपने इनवाइट किया तो और भी ज़्यादा अच्छा लग रहा है.
मुझे सुन के बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है. पहले ऐसे कैसे जिन्हें मेरे प्रोग्राम की तारीफ की है.
वेल, जो क्वेश्चन आपका है चाइल्डहुड के हवाले से, वो ये बताते हुए भी ऐसा लग रहा है कि मतलब बचपन में शरीफ ही बच्चा था. अच्छा. और शरारतें ये ऐसे है कि मैं अपने बहन भाई के साथ करती थी, लेकिन बहुत ज़्यादा नॉटी नहीं. और स्कूल में भी बहुत
eldest amongst your siblings?
जी, eldest, and even eldest in my ननिहाल and ददियाल both.
Oh, you were the first child.
So exactly. और मुझे जो ऑनर मतलब दोनों तरफ से एक प्रोटोकॉल मिलता था, दोनों साइड से, मामा और पापा दोनों की साइड से. तो खैर उस तरह से भी काफ़ी मतलब प्यार सब कुछ चीज़ें, लेकिन शरारती मैं नहीं थी ज़्यादा. और बहन भाइयों के साथ भी घुलना मिलना, फ्रेंड्स, लेकिन स्टिल वेरी सिलेक्टिव. बहुत एक मैंने रखा हुआ था. स्टडीज़ में मैं बहुत सीरियस थी. और पढ़ाई के मामले में मैं बिल्कुल कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ नहीं करती थी. इवन शादियों पे जाना है, पार्टीज़ वगैरह पे, तो मैं आई ऑलवेज. और मैंने हमेशा ये चीज़, मुझे बाद में भी होता था कि मेरे जो एज फेलोज थे मेरे साथ, वो सब लोग बड़ा एंजॉय करते थे. लेकिन मैं आई डोंट नो, बस मुझे था कि नहीं, मुझे पढ़ना है और अच्छे ग्रेड्स लेने हैं. और इस तरह से बचपन अच्छा गुजरा.
ज़बरदस्त. और आप घर में भी इसी तरह की थी, जिस तरह आप स्कूल कॉलेजेस में थी?
घर में आई वाज वेरी रिस्पॉन्सिबल चाइल्ड. एक तो एल्डेस्ट जाहिर है, दूसरा शायद एक एक्सपेक्टेशन भी डेवलप हो जाती है. आपको अंदाजा है, जैसे हमारे पेरेंट्स, फिर मेरा ब्रॉटअप है मेरे नाना नानी ने. अच्छा. उनका बेसिकली एक था कि शुरू से महविश को हमने ये कुछ गोल सेट किए, कुछ चीज़ें ऐसी. तो मुझे लगता था कि जो चीज़ें उन्होंने मेरे लिए सेट की,
वो वैल्यूज जो वहाँ से आई हैं वो ज़्यादा दे स्पीक लाउडर इन यू.
और फिर पेरेंट्स ने भी कभी कोई फोर्स नहीं, बट एक जैसे कहते हैं प्यार मोहब्बत से चीज़ें, मतलब के स्टडीज़ के हवाले से, फिर इवन गैदरिंग्स होती थी. तो आई थिंक बड़ा एक फ्लेक्सिबल और एक बड़ा फ्रीडम जो मुझे मिला. मैं कहती हूँ हर बच्चे को ऐसा मिलना चाहिए. और उसमें बच्चा एंजॉय भी करता है, अपनी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी का भी एहसास रखता है. और ऐसे करते करते हम बड़े हो गए.
वाओ. अच्छा महविश, सिंस यू हैव डन योर बिहेवियरल साइंसेस, मास्टर्स किया आपने, फिर आपने मास्टर्स किया क्लिनिकल साइकोलॉजी में, माशाल्लाह PhD कर रही हैं क्लिनिकल साइकोलॉजी. क्या ये शौक है टू स्टडी पीपल? व्हाट इज इट अबाउट? Why psychologist? Why not an astronaut?
Well, it's a very interesting question. Actually, कुछ तो ठीक है, जैसे मैंने आपको बताया कि पढ़ने के हवाले से जब आप स्टडीज़ में होते हैं आपको अंदाज़ा नहीं होता अच्छा नेक्स्ट क्या है, लेकिन शायद मुझे लगता है अब जब मैं PhD की माशाल्लाह फील्ड में हूँ, मुझे लगता है कि आई थिंक ठीक मैंने फील्ड चूज़ की. हाँ जी, बिकॉज इंग्लिश लिटरेचर और साइकोलॉजी ये दोनों ही कुछ ऐसे फील्ड से जिन पे मेरा इंटरेस्ट था. और बट शायद फिलॉसफी को मैंने प्रायोरिटाइज किया, आई मीन साइकोलॉजी को लिटरेचर पे. और यूं करते करते मेरा फातिमा जना में जो मैंने बिहेवियरल साइंसेस में प्रोग्राम में शुरू किया, एंथ्रोपोलॉजी, सोशियोलॉजी. बट साइकोलॉजी मुझे शुरू से अपील करती थी. उसकी एक वजह ये है जो अभी आपने बात मतलब पूछी इस तरह से, कि मुझे शुरू से चाइल्डहुड एंड देन टीन एज, तो मैं लोगों के साथ बड़े आराम से एडजस्ट, और मैं एडवाइजरी रोल में होती थी. अच्छा. तो लोग कहते थे यार इससे मशवरा कर लेते हैं, कोई अच्छी बात. तो शायद लोगों को समझना और लोगों की साइकोलॉजी मीन्स उनकी अपनी अंडरस्टैंडिंग के अपने बारे में, दूसरों के बारे में, तो इस चीज़ ने आई थिंक मुझे थोड़ा सा इस ट्रैक पे रखने की कोशिश की. बहुत
जिम्मेदारी का काम है अगले को समझना और उसको समझाना भी. It's a very humble profession. And it's like giving profession. महविश, इस प्रोफेशन में आने के लिए आई एम श्योर कोई ना कोई तो मोटिवेशन होगी. Who was, oh let's put it this way, who motivated you behind this as inspiration, I would say?
My grandparents.
Your grandparents.
Exactly. क्योंकि मुझे ऐसा लगता था कि शायद जैसे सब हम सोचते हैं कि अच्छा हमारा स्कोप क्या है, करना क्या है, تو کچھ چیزیں وہ مجھے جب بیٹھ کے سمجھاتے تھے ایز اے پیرنٹل رول کے اندر, تو میرے نانا جی نے یہ چیز بہت ایک آپ کہیں کہ انسپریشنل رول کے اندر مجھے چیز میرے تک پہنچائی کہ بیٹا ہمیں کیسے لوگوں کے ساتھ بات کرنی ہے, کیسے لوگوں کے ساتھ ان کی ہیلپ کرنی ہے. تو آئی تھنک وہ جو ویلیوز جو آپ ابھی بات کر رہے تھے وہ چیز شاید میرے اندر ایک بلٹ اپ ہوتے ہوتے وہ سائیکالوجی کی سائڈ پہ لے گی. سو آئی تھنک دس از ویری امپورٹنٹ کہ آپ کے بیہائنڈ پہ موٹیویشن کیا ہے.
ایگزیکٹلی وہی میں نے اس لیے پوچھا کہ موٹیویشن کیا تھی اس کے پیچھے.
جی, اور پھر ایسا ہوا کہ جب یہ چیزیں مطلب یو نو میں نے جیسے کہا کہ سائیکالوجی کی فیلڈ آئی, میرا انٹرسٹ اور بڑھتا گیا. وین آئی اسٹارٹڈ دا کلینکل سائیکالوجی جو کہ ایکچولی بیسکلی ڈیلنگ ود کلینکل ڈس آرڈرز اینڈ یو نو ود پیپل, دین آئی فیلٹ دیٹ دس از اے ویری امپورٹنٹ فیلڈ جہاں ہمیں ایک تو ہے نارمل لوگوں کو سمجھنا, لیکن لوگوں کے پرابلمس کو ایڈریس کرنا, اور وہ بھی اتنی ذمہ داری کے ساتھ. I mean that's a bit big. I mean sort of.
میں سمجھتی ہوں یہ ایک بہت صدقہ جاریہ والا کام ہے, بہت ہی نوبل کاز ہے. مہوش, یو اے پی آر او, پبلک ریلیشن شپ ہیڈ ہیں آپ ماشاء اللہ, اس کے پیچھے کیا راز ہے؟ واٹس سکسیس اسٹوری بیہائنڈ دس؟
پی آر او, آئی مین مجھے نام سے لوگ پی آر او ہی جانتے ہیں, بٹ ایکچوئل دیٹس اس کا جو جرنی ہے وہ شروع ہوا, اٹس I mean it's in Fatima Jinnah Women University, and I have started my my MS, I mean masters, and at that time that was a department of communications department, and وہاں پہ جو میری ایکس باس تھی وہاں سے سلسلہ بیسکلی شروع ہوا. انہوں نے they wanted someone ki jo content writing or PR.
Achha, that's when you were also student there?
Yeah. Achha. I was a student there. Okay. And then ایک opportunity ملی, ہم نے اس کو avail کیا تھی, and مجھے نہیں اندازہ تھا کہ یہ جو اپرچونٹی میرے پیشن میں چینج ہو جائے گا. اینڈ وہاں یہ چیز کرتے کرتے آئی تھنک میں نے اس کو انجوائے کرنا کافی شروع کیا ہے. اور اس کے بعد when I came to Bahria, and my again the management, they realized that we should have some spokesperson, and there was no PR setup here, and in 2012 we have started this PR setup
since 6 years, right?
6 years, right. And PR it's such a, I mean کیونکہ لوگ سائیکالوجی اور پی آر کا وہ کنیکشن پوچھتے ہیں. PR it's, I mean again that's the communication, that's public relation.
I think it's a major psychology behind it. PR کے لیے you have to be good psychologist.
right now جو ہماری جتنی ایڈورٹائزنگ مارکیٹنگ اس کے پیچھے سب سائیکالوجی ہے. سر بھی اس چیز کو سمجھیں گے, آپ بھی اس چیز کو جانتے ہیں. I mean basically جو اب ایڈوانسڈ فیلڈ میں انٹیگریٹڈ کمیونیکیشن اسٹریٹجی ہے. سو پی آر سائیکالوجی, آئی مین دے آر آل انٹر ریلیٹڈ. اور ابھی مجھے اپنی پی آر شپ جو پی آر کا جو ایک سلسلہ مجھے اس سے بہت پیار ہے, اور کوشش ہے اپنی طرف سے.
This has become your passion, not your job anymore. Mehwish, if I just come back to a bit serious part of your psychology, جب آپ when you're dealing with your clients, of course ایک سیشن چل رہا ہوتا ہے سب کچھ, آپ کو کیا سیٹسفیکشن ملتی ہے اس سے, ہینڈلنگ ود پیپل ہو آر مینٹلی اپسیٹ؟ واٹ ڈو یو گیٹ آؤٹ آف اٹ؟
نایاب, میں یہاں ایک چیز ضرور مینشن کرنا چاہوں گی کہ بیسکلی جیسے ہم ایک فزیکل انجری کی بات کرتے ہیں, جیسے ڈاکٹرس کے پاس لوگ جاتے ہیں کہ کسی پرابلم کے ساتھ, رائٹ, تو اس ٹائم پہ ایک میڈیسن اور یہ چیزیں ریمیڈی ان کو کافی ایک سکون ملتا ہے.
بالکل صحیح.
آئی تھنک ابھی بھی سائیکولوجیکل جو پرابلمس ہیں اس طرح سے اویئرنیس نہیں ہے ہمارے یہاں.
بالکل صحیح.
بٹ آ رہی ہے, ایسا نہیں ہے. جو لوگ ان پرابلم سے گزر رہے ہیں وہ سائیکیٹرسٹ, سائیکالوجسٹ کو بالکل کانٹیکٹ کرتے ہیں. اگر آپ مجھ سے پوچھیے تو شاید جو میرا ایک فیلڈ تھی سائیکالوجی کی, وہ اب ٹرانسفارم کسی اور چیز میں ہو رہی ہے, یہ ہو چکی ہے کہ اٹس اے بگ سیلف سیٹسفیکشن.
ایبسلیوٹلی.
بیکاز ایک اگر کلائنٹ پیشنٹ ہمارے پاس کسی ایسی پریشانی اور ایسے پرابلم کے ساتھ آتا ہے, اور اگر وہ آفٹر سیشن اگر تھوڑی سی بھی اسمائل دے کے جاتا ہے, تو آئی تھنک اٹس
دیٹس اے بگیسٹ اچیومنٹ.
ایگزیکٹلی. اور مجھے یہ بلیسنگس کی فارم میں بھی لگتا ہے.
اگین صدقہ جاریہ. بالکل بالکل. سب سے خوبصورت بات یہ ہے کہ اپنے سے زیادہ اگلے کو ہنستے ہوئے دیکھ کے خوشی ملتی ہے. مہوش, who played a major role? I know you mentioned your grandparents. اس کے علاوہ who do you think played a major role behind a successful person what you are today?
مجھے ایک جو چیز لگتی ہے جو I would like to share with you and even with my audience, मेहनत आप करते हैं, ठीक है, हार्ड वर्क सब करते हैं, जैसे डॉक्टर साहब ने जिक्र किया कि पीएचडी के हवाले से कैसे आप एक इन्होंने मेहनत करके इस स्टेज को, बट कुछ मैं आई डोंट नो, इट्स मैटर ऑफ बिलीफ कि दुआएं भी होती हैं। मेरा शुरू से एक डिटर्मिनेशन का जो था कि मुझे कुछ करना है, क्या करना है कुछ पता नहीं था, लेकिन जैसे मैंने बताया कि बहुत पहले से ये मैंने सिलसिला जब सोचने का शुरू किया कि ओके व्हाट आई नीड टू डू, मेरे गोल्स जो मैंने मेरे नाना जी ने सेट किए, कुछ मैंने इन पे काम करना शुरू किया, तो ग्रेजुअली आई थिंक ये करते करते कुछ ऐसा सिलसिला बन गया कि जिसमें मैं ये कहूँगी कि डिटर्मिनेशन, हार्ड वर्क and the prayers because the sincerity with work, जैसे भी आपने कहा कि what's the I mean the motivation you know, and successful, it is something I think कि आपकी अपनी sincerity भी बहुत मैटर करती है।
बिल्कुल
काम सब करते हैं, लेकिन जो लेवल आप अपने काम के साथ जब आप उसको एंजॉय करते हुए और पैशन लेके प्यार करते हुए करते हैं, उसका जो आई थिंक जिसे कहते हैं टेस्ट,
बिल्कुल सही
वो
है,
कहीं और
बिल्कुल सही। काम का मजा तभी जब वो पैशन बन जाए, वो काम ना रहे।
एंड इट इज नॉट अबाउट आवर्स,
एग्जैक्टली,
इट्स नॉट अबाउट आवर सैलरी। आई मीन ये कहना थोड़ी सी मुश्किल बात है।
इट्स अबाउट मॉनेटरी वैल्यूज। आपकी बात बिल्कुल सही है, हमेशा पैसों से खुशी को आप मेजर नहीं कर सकते। सेटिस्फैक्शन आई थिंक इट्स अ मेजर आई वुड से अ वेरिएबल व्हिच मेजर्स योर सक्सेस। मेरा दिल नहीं कर रहा कि मैं आपसे ये ख़त्म करूँ, बिकॉज आई एम गेटिंग इन्वॉल्व इन हाउ यू रीड पीपल, बिकॉज आई नो यू आर वन ऑफ अ वेरी साउंड पर्सन इन टर्म्स ऑफ साइकोलॉजी एंड इन टर्म्स ऑफ ह्यूमन बीइंग। आई माई सेल्फ इज अ पर्सनल एग्जाम्पल ऑफ इट। बट सर आपसे भी और महविश आपसे भी, बिफोर आई लेट यू ऑफ, मैं आपसे एक छोटा सा रैपिड फायर राउंड करूंगी इसमें, क्योंकि अब टाइम हमारे प्रोग्राम का खत्म होने वाला है, तो उससे पहले मैं चाहती हूँ छोटा सा आपसे गेम हो जाए, इफ यू गाइज अलाउ मी। सर एम आई अलाउड?
यस प्लीज।
ओके, आई स्टार्ट विद सर, आप किससे शुरू करती हूँ? डॉक्टर हैदर से। आई विल गिव यू फ्यू क्वेश्चंस एंड यू हैव टू क्विकली आंसर मी दोस क्वेश्चंस। आर यू रेडी सर?
श्योर।
ओके सर, हाउ वुड यू इम्प्रेस समवन?
By honesty and hard work.
By honesty and hard work. Okay. Brain or beauty?
I think brain.
Brain, okay. Yeah. Red or blue?
Blue.
Blue, okay. Do you agree more with first impression is last impression or love at first sight?
Love at first sight.
Love at first sight. If you could spend an hour with any person who lived, who would that be and why?
Who lived?
Whoever lived, yes.
Maybe the Stephen Hawking.
Okay.
Yeah, because even last time I told my class that that is one of my biggest regret in life, that I could not see him live. So because I'm highly impressed by his theories, even the first book, The Brief History of Time, which he wrote.
Right, exactly.
So actually he was called as messenger from stars. So I would like to know that how really the galaxies, stars, universe, multiverse, how it works and things like that.
Right.
So that would be the thing.
Wonderful. So do you have any nickname?
Yeah. Okay. My father used to say.
You have to tell us.
Yes, so why not? Hedu.
Hedu, okay.
Yeah, and I love this thing because of my father.
Wow.
Still he used to tell me Hedu.
Hedu, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sir. Glamour or simplicity?
Simplicity.
Okay. Think of a song that represents you. Any song which you think ye game which बैठता है?
I don't remember exactly right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any okay, let's any poetry जो आपको लगे कि ये मेरी जिंदगी की बयान कर रही है?
My life is so unpredictable.
Yeah. It has been unpredictable.
Yeah, unpredictable. Okay. In terms of the how I went to Malaysia, it's a very interesting, unpredictable. How I set up my research work, how I came across different researchers.
But alhamdulillah, it has been successful.
Yeah, right? Alhamdulillah, very much.
Very nice. So one last question, which is a bit tricky. Dr. Ali Saeed or Dr. Faisal?
I think both are same.
You have to choose one, sir.
Actually, the both what I heard from them, and I have seen the Dr. Faisal in a couple of meetings.
Right.
And I have.
So don't worry, they will not say anything.
No, it's not like that. But to me, it's the two faces of one body.
Okay, right.
I want to add here one thing that Dr. अभी थोड़ा time अभी थोड़ा सा time लगेगा तो शायद कुछ अपना outcome दे सके.
बिल्कुल. Very well played, sir. All done. Very good. Mahwish, are you ready?
I need to take a deep breath.
You may. Okay.
All right.
Are you ready now?
Yes.
Okay. Describe yourself in 3 words.
Honest.
Okay.
Hardworking. And calm.
Calm. Very good. Quality of life or quantity of life?
Quality of life.
Quality of life.
Yeah.
Winter or summers?
Winters.
Winters. Arranged marriage or love marriage?
Arrange.
Arrange. Okay. Yeah. Rational thinking or intuitive?
Rational thinking.
Rational thinking. Rate yourself from 1 to 10, 1 being lowest and 10 being highest.
It's a self-admiration.
So
it's in high rate, it's about the...
Yeah, how would you rate yourself as a personality?
Okay, as a human being
as
or
as a person? As a person, yes.
I need to be humble. I mean, it's 7.
7, okay.
Yeah.
Why not 10?
If somebody else, I mean, I think from my side it's 7.
It's 7. Okay, this is how you say
Improvement रहनी चाहिए.
Mashallah. Yes,
और
exactly.
हमें बेहतर से बेहतर की तलाश में रहना चाहिए.
बेशक, बेशक. Mehwish, empathy or sympathy?
Empathy.
Empathy.
It's my, I mean, the field. It's
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, describe a time when you were deeply inspired by someone.
The time or the
time, the moment when you thought, okay, this person has actually shook me inside. Any moment?
All right. One person in my life, and मेरी studies जब ये masters and जब आप academically देखते हैं अपने teachers को, so उसको आप मेरा teacher ही, I mean the teacher or the sort of mentor.
Right, mentor.
And ये उस टाइम की बात है जब आप एक ग्रोथ प्रोसेस में ग्रोथ अभी भी है तो यूनिवर्सिटी की बात है तो वहाँ आई फेल्ट के आई थिंक जो लाइफ में आपको इंस्पिरेशन जो एक्चुअली मिलती है आपको स्टेप्स जो आगे मतलब क्रॉस करने होते हैं तो उसमें पर्सन इट्स रियली इंस्पायर्ड मी और उनसे मैंने बहुत सारी चीज़ें सीखने के बाद मैंने उसको इम्प्लीमेंट भी किया.
राइट. ओके, ग्रेट. एंड दैट वाज इन योर यूनिवर्सिटी. ओके. Okay, Ji. One last question, bit tricky again. Previous rector or current rector?
Oh my God. I need to be honest.
Yes.
Yeah. Current rector.
Current rector. Do you mind if I say why? If I ask, I know. Okay. Chali nahi, koi masla nahi. That's it. Very well played, Mehwish. Very well played, sir. But before,
and very good questions, by the way.
Thank you. I hope I didn't bother you much with the questions.
No. We enjoyed a lot.
Oh, thank you.
I was afraid, but it
wasn't that bad.
No, it was wonderful.
Thank you so much, sir. But before I finish my program, I would like you guys to give a small, little productive message to my audience watching us. As you know, this is BUTV, so we have students, we have different faculty, HODs, departments, and even the headquarter watching us. So what would you like to give them a message? Let's start with you, Mehwish, please.
A message towards, I mean, the
general message
yes. Towards, I mean, students, faculty, yes. And I mean all human beings.
Exactly.
मैं हमेशा मतलब एक प्रोग्राम्स एक रेडियो के प्रोग्राम में इसी तरह से हम बहुत सारी ये जो भी आज का टाइम है जिसमें हम एक भाग दौड़ में लगे हुए हैं. That's all we all know कि एक फास्ट पेस्ड और हफरा तफरी. तो मुझे लगता है हम अपनी कामनेस, अपनी रिलैक्सेशन, अपनी हैप्पीनेस को कहीं पीछे छोड़ते जा रहे हैं. सो मेरा मैसेज ये है कि बीइंग इन फास्ट पेस्ड, आई मीन बीइंग अ कॉम्पिटिटिव पर्सन, आप जो कंपटीशन में हम सब काम कर रहे हैं, अच्छी बात है. लेकिन अपनी जो एक्चुअल हमारी जो जैसे कहते हैं मतलब आपकी जो हैप्पीनेस और आपकी जो
सैक्रिफाइस ना करें
उसको कहीं मेंटेन करें, कहीं सस्टेन. बिकॉज इस तरह की भागदौड़ में आई थिंक स्टूडेंट्स डिग्री I don't know what about learning जो भी सर ने बात की कि एक्चुअल कॉन्सेप्ट क्या है रिसर्च का. फैकल्टी it's a noble profession, preaching, but शायद classes लेने की भागदौड़ में, so I think it's in general, I mean it's a message that हम सबको एक तो अपने आप को खुश रखना और दूसरा फिर सबके लिए कुछ छोटी एफर्ट्स करें जिसमें हम रिलैक्सेशन, कामनेस और पॉजिटिविटी को ट्रांसफर कर सकें.
Very well said, beautiful. So
I think it's in my opinion that they should keep hard working, be sincere what they do,
right,
and try to be mediocre.
Okay.
In a sense that you achieve the balance what ma'am said, that you give time to your family, you give time to everything, whatever they deserve.
Right.
I have studied the PhD. I did it in 3 years. but you cannot say I have visited to every state of Malaysia. I enjoyed my life as well. Why? Because I achieved the balance. True. Studies are important.
Very true.
Families are also important. Your friends are also important. So you have to divide the time accordingly.
Absolutely.
And give priority whatever the priorities are, and have a faith you will be successful.
MashaAllah. Beautiful, very well said. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. आप लोगों ने time निकाला. I know आप लोग बहुत busy हैं, but thank you for coming to my program and giving such a nice conversation and a message to my audience sitting and watching us right now. फिर मिलेंगे इंशाल्लाह for my next program. Allah Hafiz.